Alright, let's kick this off with a reality check. Raise your hand if you've ever felt like the universe has it out for you. Come on. I know I'm not the only one. I mean, sometimes it's like life is this mean-spirited prankster throwing random disasters at you just for laughs. Ever been there? Like one bad thing happens, and then boom, here comes another. And another. It's like you're stuck in an episode of Unfortunate Events, the remix. But here's the kicker. Ever thought, maybe you're not just unlucky? Maybe it's actually the way you're thinking about it? Yeah, buckle up, because today we're talking about victim mindset. Dun dun dun. So first things first, what the heck is a victim mindset? Let's break it down in easy terms. It's like wearing a pair of tinted glasses that makes everything look worse than it actually is. A victim mindset has you convinced that life is happening to you, not with you. You're just out here, watching helplessly, like, well, there goes my luck again. People with a victim mindset tend to feel like they're powerless to change their lives. They believe the world is out to get them, and every time something goes wrong, they're like, of course this happened to me. Why wouldn't it? It's like this never-ending pity party. But spoiler alert, it's not a fun party. Alright, but let's keep it real for a second. Why is it so easy to slip into this mindset? I mean, why do so many of us end up as honorary members of the Victim Mindset Club? Well, here's the thing. It's kind of comfortable. It's like this cozy, I don't have to try because everything's out of my control anyway blanket. Think about it. When you're in a victim mindset, you don't have to face uncomfortable truths. You don't have to work on yourself or make tough decisions because, well, everything's someone else's fault, right? It's your job's fault, your partner's fault, the government's fault, the weather's fault. So much easier than actually taking responsibility. But here's the twist. This comfy little victim blanket is also a trap. It keeps you exactly where you are. Imagine sitting on a couch wrapped up in this blanket, and every time you try to get up, it just pulls you back down. The more you stay in it, the more it's like, you know what? Maybe this couch isn't so bad. Maybe I'll just stay here forever. Okay, so now let's get personal. How do you know if you're actually in a victim mindset? Maybe you're sitting there thinking, nah, not me. But are you sure? Let's run through a little checklist. 1. Blaming others for every little thing. This is the classic sign. If you find yourself pointing fingers faster than a TikTok dance challenge, then you might be in a victim mindset. It's my boss's fault, I'm not happy. Or if my friends were better, I'd be in a way better place. Sound familiar? 2. Feeling helpless. Like no matter what I do, nothing's ever gonna change. This one is a big red flag. It's the feeling that you're powerless, like you're just a side character in your own story. Spoiler, you're supposed to be the main character, not the extra. 3. Complaining. A lot, and I mean a lot. Sure, everyone needs to vent sometimes. But if complaining is your main form of expression and you're out here collecting grievances like Pokemon cards, then yeah. You're kind of feeding the victim mindset monster. If you're vibing with these, don't worry, you're not alone. But it is time to make some moves to shake things up. So you might be thinking, okay, fine, maybe I do have a tiny victim mindset problem, but is it really that big of a deal? And the answer is yes. Because here's the thing. The victim mindset, it's like drinking poison and expecting someone else to feel sick. It messes with your energy, your motivation, and your ability to see opportunities. Think about it. If you're always focused on what's going wrong, you miss out on what could be going right. It's like staring at a closed door for so long that you don't even notice the window that's wide open right next to it. When you're in a victim mindset, you also end up pushing people away. Trust me, no one likes to be around constant negativity. It's draining. So not only are you hurting your own chances for growth, but you're also creating this bubble of negativity that keeps people at arm's length. So, what's the way out of this sneaky trap? Step 1. Start taking responsibility. And before you roll your eyes and say, adulting is hard, let me explain. Responsibility isn't about blaming yourself for everything. It's about recognizing your power in any situation. Taking responsibility is like saying, all right, maybe I didn't choose what happened to me, but I can choose what happens next. It's like taking the keys back to your life and saying, all right, I'm driving this thing now. Yeah, it's scary, but it's also empowering. Suddenly, instead of everything happening to you, you're a part of it. You're in control of your reactions, your mindset, and your next moves. And that's where real growth starts. Next, let's talk about flipping the script. You know how in movies the hero always faces challenges? I mean, imagine Harry Potter just sitting around complaining that he has to fight Voldemort. He'd be like, why me? Why not someone else? But no, he takes it on because that's what heroes do. When you start seeing yourself as the hero of your own story, things start to change. Instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? You can start thinking, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Suddenly, challenges become plot twists instead of dead ends. So start asking yourself, what would the hero version of me do right now? How would they handle this? It's like giving yourself permission to level up and become the best version of yourself, even when things get hard. All right, let's get into some real talk. I know everyone and their grandma talks about gratitude, but listen, it actually works. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for the big stuff. It's about retraining your brain to notice the little things that make life kinda awesome. When you start focusing on what you're grateful for, you're teaching your brain to see the good in situations. It's like flipping a switch. Instead of obsessing over what's going wrong, you're training yourself to appreciate what's going right. So try this. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Even if it's just, I had a good cup of coffee, or my bed was super comfy last night. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes to look for the positives. This one's huge. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. If your circle is all about negativity, it's time to find a new circle. You need people who believe in you, who challenge you to grow, and who see the best in you. Think of them as your anti-victim mindset squad. They'll hype you up when you're feeling down and remind you to see the big picture. They're not going to let you sit around in self-pity for too long. And honestly, that's priceless. And last but not least, celebrate small wins. You don't need to do a complete life overhaul to break out of the victim mindset. Start with the little things. Got out of bed today? Win. Took 5 minutes to meditate? Win. Recognized a negative thought and flipped it? Win. These small wins are like stepping stones that get you closer to a life that feels good. Before you know it, those small wins add up. And suddenly, you're not just breaking free from the victim mindset. You're thriving, moving forward, and making things happen for yourself. So if you found this helpful and you're ready to ditch that victim mindset, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out my other videos on mindset, self-growth, and living your best life. Let's go from victim to victor, one step at a time. Peace out.